Hello. It must have happened to you too. At a large party or a lavish wedding, when they place a platter of Zereshk Polo Morgh, Barberry Rice with chicken, on the table, the intoxicating aroma of saffron and butter just fills the entire space. A chicken with a thick, ruby red and glossy sauce, its meat as soft as cotton, with no trace of a gamey or raw smell. But when we combine the exact same ingredients at home, the result is, well, an ordinary chicken with a watery sauce, and perhaps an unpleasant raw chicken smell can still be felt deep within its texture. Today on the Deep Dive channel, we are going to close the case on this culinary mystery once and for all. We are not just going to review a simple recipe. We want to enter the chemistry lab of professional kitchens and discover the secrets that great chefs have been hiding from us for years. By the end of this video, you will understand why the method you have been using to brew saffron until today has been completely wrong. But before getting to that big secret, we must start from a strange place. From a huge contradiction in the culinary world. Many of us think that to eliminate the bad smell of chicken, which in Iranian cooking we call the zahem or gamey smell, it is enough to fry it with plenty of onions and spices, or drown it in water. But the truth is that spices only act as a mask. If the gamey smell is not eliminated, it will ultimately destroy the taste of your beautiful sauce. To understand this, let's take a look at an ancient technique in Eastern and Iranian cooking. The first secret is the ritual of purification, or thermal shock. Professional chefs never start cooking banquet-style chicken by frying it. First, they drop the chicken pieces, preferably thighs, into cold water along with a whole onion and a little turmeric. Once the water boils, they wait only 5 to 10 minutes. At this moment, something strange happens in the pot. The rapid transfer of heat causes the surface proteins to coagulate, and all the cellular impurities and myoglobin, which are the main culprits behind the gamey smell and bloodiness, rise to the surface of the water as a gray and brown foam. What would you do with this water if you were a chef? Yes, all this contaminated water and the onion inside it are thrown away, and the chicken pieces are washed under cold water. This step, called blanching, completely cleans and sanitizes your canvas to accept the flavors. Without doing this, you are essentially cooking those dark foams and unpleasant tastes right into your expensive saffron sauce. But this is just the beginning. Now that the chicken is purified, we need to turn its texture into something like cotton. Here we enter the second stage, or the enzymatic massage. A common misconception is that chopped onions are enough for flavoring, but for an authentic banquet chicken, we need grated onions. Why? When you grate an onion, its cell walls are severely destroyed, releasing the highest concentration of sulfur compounds and proteolytic enzymes. When you massage the chicken with this onion juice, a little full-fat yogurt, and spices, the lactic acid in the yogurt, combined with the onion's enzymes, begins to break down the tough connective tissues in the meat's muscle fibers, without turning the main texture of the chicken to mush. This is the exact secret that makes restaurant-style chicken melt in your mouth. This resting period must last at least 2 to 24 hours in the refrigerator for the osmotic magic to be completed. Now let's move on to creating that thick, brilliant sauce. A sauce that sits on the chicken like red velvet. A big mistake many people make is dissolving tomato paste directly into boiling water. Scientifically speaking, the main pigment in tomatoes, called Lycopene, is fat-soluble, not water-soluble. Chefs sauté the tomato paste in a combination of oil and butter. The heat and fat extract the lycopene, changing the color of the oil from yellow to a deep, dark crimson. At the same time, the natural sugars in the paste caramelize, eliminating its raw and acidic taste. When you add this sautéed paste to very finely chopped and caramelized onions, the onions completely dissolve into the sauce during cooking, amazingly increasing the sauce's thickness without needing even a single gram of flour. Just imagine for 5 seconds what happens if you drop a whole cinnamon stick and some large slices of bell pepper and carrots into this thick, red sauce. Using a cinnamon stick instead of ground cinnamon prevents the sauce's color from becoming cloudy and dark, and its cinnamaldehyde extract slowly infuses into the food. At the end, you can remove these large pieces to maintain the elegant appearance of the dish. But what amazes even scientists isn't this. The main issue starts when the world's most expensive spice comes into play. We have reached the climax of the story. Saffron, the red gold. If I ask you how you brew saffron, you will probably say you pour it into boiling water and place it over the kettle, but you should know that this method is a massacre of saffron's aroma. Let's dissect saffron. These delicate threads contain three main chemical compounds: crocan, which is responsible for the yellow color, picrocrocan, which has a mild bitter taste, and safranal, the main component behind saffron's heavenly and floral aroma. Food scientists have found that safranal is a highly volatile compound. When you pour boiling water over saffron, the high temperature rapidly evaporates the safranal, and you are essentially dispersing the saffron's aroma into the air rather than keeping it in the food. So, what is the solution? The ice shock technique. In this method, ground saffron is poured over a few ice cubes and allowed to melt slowly at room temperature. This cold, gradual extraction, which takes about 30 to 60 minutes, maximizes the release of crocan to produce a brilliant, neon color, while completely preserving the delicate structure of safranal. When you add this magical extract along with a piece of cold butter to the chicken in the final 5 minutes of cooking, a glossy emulsion is created that embraces every piece of the chicken. And there is another counterintuitive point regarding the addition of sour seasonings. Many of us add lemon juice or sour orange juice right in the middle of cooking, but research has shown that citrus fruits contain compounds that, under prolonged heat and in an acidic environment, turn into a highly bitter substance called limonene. Furthermore, high heat evaporates the phenylethyl alcohol present in rosewater, leaving behind a soap-like taste. This is why culinary masters add rosewater and sour seasonings only in the final minutes when the food is perfectly settled and simmered down. This settling, or ja-oftadon, is that thermodynamic equilibrium point where the bone collagen is turned into gelatin, excess water has evaporated, and a layer of saffron oil separates on top of the sauce. Cooking is not just combining ingredients. Cooking is understanding the hidden language of nature. When you know how to awaken the aroma of saffron with ice and make tomato pigments dance with heat, you are no longer a simple cook. You are an alchemist who creates memories and emotions in your kitchen laboratory. Perhaps next time you look at a platter of Zereshk Polo by Morgh, you will remember what a complex symphony of chemistry and art is flowing behind this beautiful appearance. Knowing these facts will change your perspective on the simplest events in the kitchen starting tomorrow morning, and every gas flame will take on a new meaning for you. As Avicenna, the great Iranian scientist, said about saffron 1,000 years ago, saffron clears the complexion and brings joy to the soul. If this scientific and narrative journey into the depths of flavors was fascinating to you, don't forget to like the video, leave your valuable comments, and make sure to subscribe to the Deep Dive channel so we can continue discovering the hidden secrets of the world together. By the way, what special trick do you use to make your banquet chicken smell wonderful? Be sure to write it for us in the comments. We love you guys. Until the next video, goodbye.